For years, I learned that white boys turn into jelly when smelling your penis hottie. Same thing for weaves, but it's purple-haired high schoolers. Very fucking true, right? But such is life, and it wasn't always like this, alright? When the 80s had mothers that looked like teenagers and daughters that looked like Adam Sandler, we had an extremely bored purple girl. Where have we heard that one before? She's a chubby, selfish girl, seeking adventure, so she went underground, to places that weren't at all friendly, nor hardly memorable. Last time I traveled somewhere so forgettable, it was at a Sizzlers. Holy shit, you think I get tired of my own jokes? And now I gotta deal with this guy taking the spotlight with all these crummy episodes. Fuck you, Fieto. I'm coming in to conquer back my little lands. Gimmick Games number 31. Athena. So Pokey here got what she wanted, but now what? She's gotta whack some hound dogs, or boas if you wanna call them that instead of boas. Kick slimes, kick the Greek gods, and the pony boys. Because it's possible, but also don't bother. Being feet is shit. You're better off taking what's given. The first Hogs dropped a blunt. It breaks bones and breaks rocks that drop gold and other gizmos, Mr. Indiana Jones. It's archaeology without the fossils. It's fucking Daruga, but it came out right after. And you still got platforms and monsters to deal with. Here's how. You'll need protection, a radar, health, and better weapons. All of them have their tiers, but the sword? That one's got a fourth. To rank the weapons, it's really easy. Hammers fuck shit up, but lacks projectiles. Swords and arrows suck at base unless upgraded. I fucking hate magic, but it ultimately fucks shit up. Oh, and speaking about swords, I won't be able to shoot sword beams like your Dark Link until tier 3. And if you're really lucky, you'll run into the ever so rare Payaso. It'll only become a probability when your baby's made out of ruby. So consider it the best but dangerous to use, as each swipe costs a peck of health. So don't be reckless, be a genius. Not that you need to worry about it. If you've been stuck at the first level for l'intero mezzogiorno, good grief, I've been there too. But if you do manage to beat the bet, then a round of applause for a D-Day vet, beating an infamous level that filtered reviewers 14 years ago. Too bad I gotta shatter the spell. It's barely the woods. You still need to keep going and accept any new feats as ordinary facts. 8 levels long, Tizio, like hiking up a snowy mountain without any pants. But don't you worry, this game grapes and isn't boring. So it'll wake you up. With each demolishing touch, you'll soon understand what it's like to be a girl during 1880s London. And no way in hell am I referring to violations. But let's be for real. The gameplay is unhinged. I never thought jumping was so important here, but it is. The Pegasus boots are so goddamn stiff. You're also too vulnerable underwater without the gear that makes you swim. Like goddamn, you have to spam your jumps to move without it, and it's very slow and hard to dodge shit doing so. I'd rather start over if I get fucked like that. And speaking of an old good one, don't get me started when you're in that spot for too long. Some slippery fuck will slide right behind you Vita Spadafori style. Unkillable and shit. Don't even bother getting the red link early on, cause that's just enabling hard mode right away. A lot of suckers sure love to fall for that one, but there's always a reason we got online manuals rather than bullshit our way as daredevils. Alright, do I have to tell you about the items? You don't need to worry too much. Just prioritize gear and mirrors. Boy, do I love mirrors. They're what prevents your armor suits from falling apart. Though it doesn't matter much when a fucking fireball can strip you naked. I guess it's fine that the resources aren't scarce or random. You just don't lose everything in hell. Fuck the place itself. You gotta deal with this Yuminiki OC with the Pandora's box? You get that by killing the previous boss with the red orb equipped, which for the record, isn't the red ring, that one ranks up your weapons, but the red orb is your dirty X-ray goggles. Still don't know why it makes that pungy blue boss drop the box, but whatever you do, don't fucking lose it or else it's game over. You also have to find one again during the rematches, but it's a lot easier than the first time. You just dig here. Last thing to mention are those blue potions. They're cures for poison, and hell is full of it. Almost every asshole there drops poison, so it's good to carry those potions for negation. After all, they're semi-permanent. Wish more stuff was like it, such as the wings and the supersize me ability. Va bene, she's fatter than a Yaboni model now. She needs her ring, her fire sword, and her gold to become like this. To be this big mama. This reflection of what your full potential looks like. I guess that's what the game's all about though. Our life being unfair. Always different, but always in pain. You could be a lady born with stunted dopamine or a middle schooler that's snatched up by a vulture. Athena expects you to memorize it all. The humiliation, the unfairness. Dios, it absolutely wants you to succumb to its mediocre music loops. Okay, so not every track is ass, but that final boss theme is the worst I've heard, and his design is the worst I've seen. Maybe that's the point. That in life, you deal with the ugly thing that your brain has been avoiding to confront. You finish the task to be met with such a gay message. To be or not to be, alright? But don't get pissed. If anything, get used to it. When you finally accomplish what you want, don't you ever realize that the celebration doesn't seem necessary? That it doesn't last? And that you have to wonder, what happens next? What happens now? And holy fuck, I can't believe I have to start all over again. Or better yet, do we need to try anymore? The fucking messages by Fieri Fossetti, and if you ever had enough of them, of me, at least listen to this poem by Joe the Cyborg Ninja guy. I like it. It reminds me of our sweet purple-haired little Athena. That's not just a goddess, but a bitch. And as said, I'll read what follows. For naught but trouble, horrid by nature, I find myself entranced by your charm. Why? I shall never know. Pretty like diamonds, spoiled like trash, I find myself engrossed, engaged, and enamored. Your colors lay bare, and I color blind. In my mind always, hate, love, and all in between. I loathe and despise, yet I yearn and desire. I am but a fool and you the jester, a demon in angelic form, rotten to the core. Hey, not bad, Cyborg Ninja guy. It's a first for our show, so be proud and shine like gold. Cause I have a lot of what's in store, but I know Fieto will always take over again. So I now want to take things real slow. Arrivederci, they say. Fieri out.